We're about to show you what investments are inside our IRAs and our gains and losses.
Mine's higher.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I guess we will find out right now.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Kayla.
And we are bloggers at FamilyandFi.com, where we talk about everything from saving, earning, and investing money to reach financial independence. Kayla and I got debt-free in April of 2020 and have almost doubled our net worth in the last 12 months. If that sounds like something you are interested in following, click that subscribe button right now and give us a thumbs up, because each thumbs up means that we are helping to put some good out into the world.
Today, we are sharing our IRA investment portfolios. When it comes to investing, Ryan and I have some different strategies. I tend to be more hands-off and I invest for average returns.
And I do this too, but I also dabble in some precious metals and cryptocurrency.
Since our investing strategies are so different, we are going to review each of ours separately.
Before we get started though, we want to mention that we aren't recommending that you invest in these same funds that we do. We're just sharing the investments that we choose to partake in.
I'll get us started. Here's a simplified spreadsheet I made of my IRA. As you can see, my IRA is mostly made up of index funds. If you don't know what an index fund is, you can consider it as just a big basket of hundreds or even thousands of company stocks. It's the ultimate diversification. The system picks out which companies are doing well, and if a company starts to do poorly, it will kick it out of the basket and replace it with a new one in its place. I'll start first with the DAL, which is the ticker symbol for the Delta Airlines. As you can see, I don't hold a lot of Delta in my IRA. That is because I bought that Delta as an individual stock. I believe buying individual stocks are more of a gamble compared to buying index funds. And since I'm not a gambler, I don't usually invest in individual stocks unless I feel almost certain that I can make a gain. When the market crashed in March of 2020, I thought that Delta would recover. So I bought just a couple of them. The couple of stocks I bought turned out to work pretty well for me because, as you can see, they had a total gain to date of 33.71%. The next fund I invest in is the Fidelity MidCap Index Fund with ticker symbol FSMDX. This index fund currently has a majority of their holdings in industrial, financial, technology, consumer services, and healthcare companies. I have 15.14% of my investments in this fund, and I have seen a 24.86% total gain. The next fund I invest in is the Fidelity SmallCap Index Fund with the ticker symbol FSMDX. The major market sectors in this fund is healthcare, financials, industrials, information technology, consumer discretionary, and real estate. As of September 30th, 2020, this index fund has had 2,028 company holdings within the fund. My total gain for this fund has been 35.3%, and it holds 60.75% of my overall Roth IRA. The next fund that I invest in is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund with the ticker symbol FSKAX. Now, this one was designed to keep up with the stock market and was one of the first index funds that I invested in. My total gain from that was 23.8%, and it holds 11.1% of my portfolio. However, soon afterwards, Fidelity rolled out with their Zero Market Index Fund with ticker symbol FCROX. I was immediately turned on to that one because of the zero fees. So I started investing more in that one instead, and I have about 40% of my portfolio in this fund. My gain on this has been 23.05%. You'll also probably notice that this fund has a price a lot lower than my other index funds, which I also like. Lastly, I invested in the Vanguard Whitehall FDS High Dividend Yield that has the ticker symbol of VYM. My total gains for this fund was 25.63%, and I have roughly 16% of my portfolio into this. To date, I have seen an average total increase of 25.82% in my Roth IRA.
Now, on to my IRA. The first holding within my IRA is ARK, with ticker symbol ARKW. This is an ETF with several different tech companies, with the top holders being Tesla, Roku, and Square. The gain from this is like totally out of this world. You can imagine how much I wish I had invested every single cent I owned into this. Right now, I have a gain of 116% in my holdings here. That's both incredible and, well, very saddening to me because I only put less than 10% of my portfolio in this. The next fund that I hold is the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund with ticker symbol FSKAX. The top holders within this company are Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. Fidelity Total Market Index holds the majority in technology information. However, healthcare plays a big part of it as well. I made a total gain of 35.79%, and this holds 9.14% of my total holdings in my IRA. Next up is the Fidelity MidCap Index Fund with ticker symbol FSMDX. This year, I made a total gain of 45.87%, and it currently holds 6.54% in my account. This fund holds some big companies in information technology, manufacturing, and healthcare. My fourth investment in my IRA is the Fidelity SmallCap Index Fund, which is ticker symbol FSPGX. So far, you have seen my return on investment doing very well, and this does not change here with a 45.87% return. Companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and Tesla are some of the top holders in this fund, and it holds 19.72% of my IRA account. My fifth investment in my Roth IRA is the Fidelity International Index Fund with ticker symbol FSPGX. Year to date, I've had a 38.48% return, and it holds 5.77% of my Roth IRA. My sixth fund within my IRA is the Fidelity SmallCap Index Fund with ticker symbol FSMDX. Okay, are you ready for this? I've had a total year-to-date return of 61.65%. Sadly, my small cap fund only holds 2.65% of my Roth IRA account. Number 7 within my Roth IRA is the Fidelity 500 Index Fund with ticker symbol FXAIX. Now, the Fidelity 500 goes off the S&P 500, so it measures the largest 500 corporations in the market. This is another dividend-paying account with stocks in Apple, Google, Tesla, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, and many more. I have made a total year-to-date gain of 27.39%. My Roth IRA consists of 33.02% in the Fidelity 500. Number 8 within my Roth IRA is Barrick Gold Corporation with ticker symbol GOLD, G-O-L-D. Unfortunately, I've had my ups and downs with this fund over the past year, but I still continue to use this fund. However, it is sitting at a negative 10.56% loss. Barrick Gold holds 5.73% of my total Roth IRA. Now, Barrick Gold is a gold mining company, and it is directly impacted by the cost of gold. Typically, with gold mining companies, their stocks go up threefold compared to the price of physical gold. My number 9 stock within my Roth IRA is Vanguard Dividend Appreciation Index Fund with ticker symbol VIG. I've had a 15.69% return on my investment this year. I hold 7.42% of this fund within my IRA. Now, VIG pays out a 1.63% dividend return quarterly, which is reinvested back into my Roth IRA. Some of the top holders within VIG are Walmart, Microsoft, and Procter & Gamble. Overall, my Roth IRA gains have been 29.67%, and if we're keeping score, that would be 3.85% above my incredibly smart and beautiful wife with a safer IRA. But who's keeping score?
Not me. I mean, it's just for fun. Now, we want to say that both of our gains are incredible, and that seeing these gains shouldn't be considered normal. The stock market goes up and down, and this past year our country has seen historically high gains. There will be times where we see more losses than gains, so be sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates.
And let us know in the comments below what you choose to invest in.
And remember that it's not about comparison.
Yeah, unless you are extremely competitive relationship.
Unless nothing, we'll see you in the next video.